Have you ever found yourself dreading that walk up the stairs, feeling your legs burn and ache like never before? Or perhaps reaching for something on a high shelf feels just a little bit harder, a little less stable than it used to? It's a quiet worry many of us over 60 share, that creeping feeling of our strength, especially in our legs, just slipping away. It's not just an inconvenience. It can truly impact our independence, our ability to enjoy simple pleasures like walking in the park, playing with grandchildren, or even just confidently moving around our own homes. The thought of losing that freedom, that easy movement, is a painful reality for so many. But what if I told you that a secret culprit, hiding right in your breakfast bowl, could be silently destroying your leg muscle, making that weakness even worse? It's a surprising truth, and something you might be eating every single morning without realizing the damage it's doing. In this video, we're going to uncover 3 common breakfast carbs that are actively sabotaging your leg strength and muscle mass, and more importantly, how you can easily avoid them to start rebuilding your foundation of strength. Watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you and change the way you look at your morning meal forever. Let's dive right into the first breakfast carb that many of us unwittingly welcome into our mornings, believing it's a quick and easy way to start the day, but which is quietly eroding the very strength in our legs that keeps us mobile and independent. I'm talking about those sugary, highly processed breakfast cereals. You know the ones, often brightly colored, marketed with promises of energy, and seemingly innocent. But the truth is, these cereals are a nutritional landmine, especially for our muscles as we age. When you pour a bowl of these, what you're essentially getting is a hefty dose of refined carbohydrates and sugar, stripped of almost all beneficial fiber and protein. Your body digests these incredibly quickly, leading to a rapid surge in your blood sugar. Now, in response to this sudden spike, your pancreas releases a flood of insulin, its job being to clear that sugar from your bloodstream. While insulin is vital, consistently high insulin levels, day after day, particularly from these quick-digesting carbs, can create a problem. This constant roller coaster of blood sugar and insulin not only promotes fat storage, but it also creates an environment that is far from ideal for muscle protein synthesis. That's the crucial process where your body repairs and builds new muscle tissue. Think about it. Your muscles are constantly breaking down and rebuilding. To rebuild effectively, they need a steady supply of amino acids, the building blocks from protein, and a stable energy environment. When you're constantly bombarding your system with refined sugars, you're creating inflammation, taxing your metabolic system, and essentially telling your body to prioritize dealing with that sugar surge rather than focusing on muscle repair and growth. For our leg muscles, which are large and constantly in use, this is a real issue. They demand consistent, high-quality fuel, not just empty calories that provide a fleeting burst of energy followed by an inevitable crash that leaves you feeling sluggish and tired, which in turn discourages movement and further contributes to muscle loss. We've all felt that mid-morning slump after a sugary breakfast, haven't we? That's your body struggling to recover from the sugar overload, and it's certainly not a state conducive to building or even maintaining strong leg muscles. Instead of nourishing your body with what it needs to repair and strengthen those vital leg muscles, you're essentially giving it a short-term, high-intensity shock that offers little in return for your long-term physical strength. It's like trying to build a sturdy house with flimsy, temporary materials. Your muscles, particularly those essential ones in your legs that help you walk, balance, and stay active, need a consistent supply of high-quality protein and complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly. Sugary cereals offer none of that. They are the antithesis of muscle-supporting nutrition, and cutting them out is one of the simplest, yet most impactful, changes you can make to protect and even rebuild the strength in your legs. Now that we've talked about the hidden dangers of sugary cereals, let's move on to another incredibly common breakfast choice that's surprisingly detrimental to your leg muscle strength. A food item that many people mistakenly believe is a healthy way to start their day. Moving on from those deceptive, sugary cereals, let's tackle the next breakfast carb that's quietly contributing to the decline of your leg muscle strength, the seemingly innocent white bread. Pastries and similar refined flour products. Think about your morning toast, a croissant, a donut, or even a bagel. These items are made from highly processed, refined white flour, which, much like the sugary cereals we just discussed, is digested incredibly quickly by your body. The problem here isn't just the obvious sugar in a donut, it's the very nature of refined flour, when grains are processed to make white flour. The fibrous outer layers, the bran and germ, are removed. These are the parts that contain most of the fiber, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. What's left is primarily the starchy endosperm, which is rapidly converted into glucose in your bloodstream. This again triggers that familiar rapid spike in blood sugar, followed by a rush of insulin. This cycle, repeated daily, can lead to insulin resistance over time, meaning your body struggles to use insulin effectively, further promoting fat storage and making it harder for your muscles to absorb the nutrients they need to grow and repair. Your leg muscles, in particular, are constantly under stress from daily activities, walking, climbing, standing. They need a consistent supply of high-quality protein and complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly and steadily to fuel their repair and growth. White bread and pastries provide the exact opposite: a quick, transient energy boost that leaves your body in a state of metabolic disarray, not a state conducive to muscle building. Instead, consider this: when your blood sugar is constantly yo-yoing, your body isn't able to effectively tap into its energy reserves, and it prioritizes dealing with the sugar overload rather than dedicating resources to muscle protein synthesis. This means that even if you're trying to incorporate protein into your day, if your morning meal is dominated by these refined carbs, you're essentially creating an uphill battle for your muscles. They simply aren't getting the stable, nutrient-rich environment they need to thrive and grow strong. Moreover, these refined flour products offer very little in the way of beneficial nutrients that support muscle health, like B vitamins, magnesium, and zinc, which are often found in whole grains. You're consuming empty calories that might fill you up for a short while, but they aren't providing the foundational support your leg muscles desperately need to maintain their integrity and strength as you age. It's like trying to run a marathon on sugar cubes instead of a well-balanced meal. You might get a burst of energy, but you'll quickly run out of steam, and your body will pay the price. Swapping out your morning white toast for something richer in protein and fiber, like eggs or a handful of nuts, can make a world of difference in providing your muscles with the sustained energy and building blocks they require to stay strong and functional. It's a simple shift, but its impact on your leg strength can be profound. Now, let's uncover the third and final breakfast carb that's often disguised as a healthy choice, but is secretly undermining your leg muscle health. Finally, we arrive at our third common breakfast carb, one that often carries a misleading health halo and is regularly consumed by those trying to make healthier choices: the seemingly wholesome combination of sweetened yogurts and most commercial granolas. You see them prominently displayed in the dairy aisle, often marketed with images of fresh fruit and vibrant health. However, a closer look at the nutrition label often reveals a surprising amount of added sugar in many of these fruit on the bottom or flavored yogurts. Some can contain as much sugar as a candy bar, effectively turning a potentially nutritious food into a dessert. When you combine this high sugar content with the rapid digestion of the refined sugars, you're back to that familiar scenario of a quick blood sugar spike and subsequent insulin surge, creating that detrimental environment for muscle protein synthesis we've discussed. But the trap doesn't end there. Many people add granola to their yogurt, assuming it's a super healthy way to add fiber and crunch. While some granolas are indeed nutrient-dense, a vast majority of commercial granolas are loaded with added sugars, unhealthy fats, and sometimes even refined grains. They are often baked with syrups like high fructose corn syrup, honey, or maple syrup in quantities that turn them into calorie-dense, sugar-laden bombs. This combination, sugary yogurt topped with sugary granola, creates a powerful double whammy against your leg muscles. It's not just the immediate blood sugar response. It's also the inflammatory burden these processed ingredients place on your body. Chronic inflammation, often fueled by diets high in sugar and unhealthy fats, can directly interfere with muscle repair and regeneration. It's like trying to fix a leaky pipe while someone else is actively pouring more water in. Your body is too busy dealing with the inflammatory response to efficiently focus on rebuilding and strengthening muscle tissue. Your leg muscles, which are critical for mobility and balance, are particularly susceptible to the effects of inflammation and insufficient protein. They need a steady stream of amino acids to recover from daily use and maintain their mass. A breakfast dominated by sweet yogurt and sugary granola provides minimal high-quality protein and an abundance of quick-burning, muscle-damaging sugars and inflammatory fats. It's a breakfast that actively works against your goals of maintaining strong, functional legs as you age. Think about it if you're not providing the right building blocks and creating an environment where muscle repair is prioritized. You're essentially accelerating the natural age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia. Instead of fueling your muscles, you're giving them an empty caloric hit that contributes to their breakdown rather than their growth. The good news is, there are fantastic alternatives. Opt for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, which is packed with protein. Then, if you want a touch of sweetness, add fresh berries, which are low in sugar and high in antioxidants, for crunch. Add a small handful of unsalted nuts like almonds or walnuts, or some seeds like chia or flax. These provide healthy fats, fiber, and protein, all of which are incredibly beneficial for muscle health and overall vitality. This simple swap can turn a muscle-destroying breakfast into a muscle-building powerhouse, giving your leg muscles the genuine nourishment they deserve and need to keep you strong and independent. It's about being mindful and making informed choices, and this change is one of the easiest ways to truly empower your body. So, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered together. We've explored how 3 seemingly innocent breakfast choices, those brightly colored sugary cereals, the comforting white bread and pastries, and even the healthy combination of sweetened yogurts with commercial granolas, can be silently, but powerfully, destroying the vital muscle in your legs. It's not just about weight. It's about strength, independence, and truly living your best life. The common thread among these muscle-destroying carbs is their high sugar content, their refined nature, and their lack of crucial muscle-supporting nutrients like protein and fiber. They create a metabolic roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and insulin surges that ultimately hinders muscle repair and growth, and can even promote inflammation, which is highly detrimental to muscle health as we age. But here's the truly empowering part. Understanding this isn't about deprivation. It's about making smarter, more intentional choices that will genuinely support your body and give you back that feeling of strength and vitality. Remember, small changes can truly make a monumental difference to your health and happiness, especially when it comes to something as foundational as what you put into your body first thing in the morning. Instead of those muscle-zapping options, imagine starting your day with a breakfast that actively fuels your leg muscles, perhaps a protein-rich scramble with eggs and some colorful vegetables, or a bowl of plain Greek yogurt topped with fresh berries, a sprinkle of nuts, and seeds. These options provide stable energy, essential amino acids for muscle repair, and a wealth of vitamins and minerals without the detrimental sugar overload. You're giving your body, and specifically your hard-working leg muscles, the nourishment they need to keep you moving strongly and confidently through life. This isn't just about avoiding a few foods, it's about reclaiming your power, choosing to invest in your physical well-being, and ensuring your later years are filled with the freedom and mobility you desire. It's about building a foundation of strength that supports every step you take, every grandchild you chase, and every journey you embark on. Your legs are your pillars of independence. And by making these simple, smart breakfast swaps, you're actively fortifying them for years to come. I really hope this conversation has given you some valuable insights and actionable steps to make a difference in your own life. We're all on this journey of healthy aging together, and your experiences are so important. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you noticed a difference in your strength based on what you eat for breakfast? What are your go-to muscle-building morning meals? Your insights could help so many others in our community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That tells us we're providing content that truly matters to you. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips and empowering advice designed to help you live your best life at every age. You deserve to feel strong, vibrant, and independent. And with these simple changes, you're well on your way.